All right, feel me. So this is really literally right after that other video we just did, but you feel me? Still like, comment, subscribe. You finna get straight back into it. You feel me? Touch up after the video with y'all, but I ain't gonna lie. The title of this video right here was crazier than the last. So we finna, and the last one wasn't even really about nothing, but this one seemed like it's about something. So we finna get into it in 1 second.
Somebody hit him on purpose.
Is he breathing?
I don't know, I can't tell. Just coming here to fight him because he was mad at him.
Let me ask you this. Can I get you to step with me over here for me, please?
Try to call him and see if he'll respond to you.
Davis, come on. Wake up, Davis.
Start roping this off because this is going to be a crime scene.
All right.
On May 7th, 2023, a 46-year-old man's lifeless body is found at the end of a secluded road, lying in the grass 50 feet away from his wrecked vehicle. Police and first responders get to a scene that has all the markings of a terrible accident, but when investigators start putting the pieces of this tragic puzzle together, they begin to uncover a truth that is far more sinister. The following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. At 1:34 a.m. on the morning of May 7, 2023, a frantic 911 call comes into dispatchers in Greenwood, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
What happened?
Somebody has hit
They in the Carolinas. Get into it though.
the car and he's out of the car and he's been beaten. He's unconscious.
Is it a car wreck?
But it's a one-person car wreck.
He's unconscious?
Yes, it's really bad. He needs immediate assistance.
Okay. Is he breathing?
I don't know, I can't tell.
Okay, listen to me. Where is he bleeding from?
His nose and his definitely his nose.
You said his nose and what else?
Definitely his nose, and I can't tell if it's his ear. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
It's out of his ears really bad.
Okay, listen to me. Is
Yeah.
he flat on his back?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to turn him onto his side?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. You said he's bleeding from his nose and
If that's just an innocent bystander, man, I know that's some tragic shit to deal with, because like, just not everybody just be ready to deal with some shit like that every day, bro. Right off the beaten path, you feel me? Nah, it's not like what she doing is more than normal, because it's like it's crazy, bro, just to be doing and then just drive up and then the car crazy, then boom, you see somebody on the ground crazy looking. And she probably was even terrified to even just get out the car, let alone go walk up and see if bro was cool. So they just took a whole courage act to that. Yeah, he probably just appreciated that alone for somebody, excuse me, before somebody, that somebody really just appreciate, take the time to appreciate the person and help somebody in need. You feel me? So he probably appreciate that, you feel me, for real. Whatever. Yeah.
his ears?
Yes.
Okay, is anybody out there with you?
Yes, I'm with two other people. He needs help right now.
We've got EMS and law enforcement coming, okay? Okay, listen to me. Can you tell if he's breathing? Is his chest moving up and down?
It doesn't seem like it. Can I touch his chest?
Okay.
His ears are bleeding really bad.
Okay, listen. Do you feel any warm air coming from his nose or his mouth?
No.
You don't feel any warm air?
Actually, maybe. I can't really tell. I'm sorry. I'm scared to touch him.
Okay, I understand. What is your name?
I feel it.
The dispatcher works to help the caller, a teenager named Megan, provide as much assistance as possible until first responders
Damn, she was
arrive.
a teenager, bro.
Okay, listen to me. Can you tell if he's still breathing? Can you try to talk to him? See if
Oh,
you
it
can
was
wake
just
him
a
up?
kid. She probably, man, that's tragic.
So I can touch him? Is that okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am. Try to call him and see if he'll respond to you.
Davis, come on. Wake up. Davis, come on, Davis. Wake up.
Can you tell
Alright,
if
that's
he's
a
breathing?
I think he's breathing, yeah.
You think he's breathing? Okay. Is he moving around at all when you call him? Or
No, he hasn't moved once.
okay, what's his name?
His name's Davis McClendon. Do I need to see this?
This is only the first of many personal
Damn.
details that will emerge on this horrific night. But as police and EMTs descend on the scene, the first order of business is to save Davis McClendon's life.
Okay. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh, they're giving him CPR. Oh,
That's some tragic shit there. That'd be smart. That'd be tragic shit just to continue a week or
He might not be breathing.
come on, Davis.
Hard to tell anything.
The dispatcher, why did she say that?
As the first deputies and medics arrive on the scene, it becomes quickly clear that the 911 caller's use of the phrase
Tragic.
one-person car wreck was misleading. It's true that only Davis McClendon is here at the scene, but a deputy notes that his injuries are consistent with being struck by a vehicle. His damaged BMW is sitting some distance away, and the vehicle that seemingly hit both Davis and his car spilled oil all over the road. In fact, the oil isn't just splattered here at the scene. It leaves a trail heading away from the Hunters Creek subdivision. Two Greenwood deputies decide to follow that trail, and from what Megan and her friends have said, they have a pretty good idea where it will lead them.
Myself and 316 are going to head over there, see if the vehicle's there.
The house that he's supposed to be at with the kids is... Are you heading there now?
Yes.
I'm going to head with you.
No, stay here. Yates and I are going to go over there. We're going to see if the car is there.
I wonder what information she gave him, because
Negative. We're going to go
she was just a regular bystander. I could be wrong now.
This is going to be a crime scene.
She could know him.
Although the 911 caller
I thought
didn't
she
see
was just
the
a regular
incident, she
bystander.
definitely has strong suspicions about what happened before she arrived.
Who assaulted him?
Everything is Bud Ackerman. He's just coming here to fight him because he was mad at him. And then we came to check up on him, and then we found him like this.
Okay,
So
so
she
the
didn't know
person
him.
that assaulted him, you said his name, Bud Ackerman?
Yes.
But
Does he live in Hunters Creek?
Bud's gonna fucking freak. Why is this nigga named Bud?
Well, he lived in Hunter's Creek, and so him and his wife got separated, and he had him moving on his parents, and like right outside of Hunter's Creek, it's like 2 minutes away. It's like Old Abbeville Highway.
Okay, did he assault him? Did he have a weapon, or do you know? Did anybody see him assault him? Did anybody see it happen?
No, I don't think that we got here. Nobody was here. We just thought we were gonna leave until I saw his body a couple feet away on the side of the dirt.
Megan, who is still back at the scene, is not alone.
That's why it
She's
was
with a
tragic
woman
like that,
named
too. That's
Meredith
gonna
Haney,
be even
who is
more.
Bud Ackerman's estranged wife. Megan is in fact a frequent babysitter for their children, the three of whom are staying with Bud for the weekend, Meredith tells police. And as the deputies make contact with Bud at his parents' residence, those kids and their safety are their first priority.
You already know.
Tempo, I see it. Hey, garage is open. Garage is open. Sheriff's office.
Yes, sir.
Are there some kids here?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, whose kids are they?
Mine.
Yours and who?
My wife.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Can I get you to step with me over here for me, please?
All right.
You have your ID on you?
I do not.
Okay, just step over here for me.
Bud will do very little talking to police that night, but they've already got the beginnings of a tangled backstory, merely from what Megan told them in her initial call.
Okay, so how did y'all know he was out there?
Because he's dating Bud's wife, and he's been really drunk and he's really mad. He's been trying to find her all night.
Okay, so David has been dating Bud's ex-wife?
Yes.
It will later emerge that Meredith and Bud
Ex-wife,
separated and began divorce proceedings approximately 1 year earlier. But while Bud will later
I ain't
admit
gonna
that
lie.
this breakup was against his proceedings,
Brody looked like he'll take it there over her ass. Like, look how crazy he looked. Nigga, that's the fake. That's the fakest smile. I'm telling you, bro. That's a smile you do when you don't want to take the picture. Though. In your fucking heart. The heart in your asshole, how much you don't want to take that picture. But you just. That's one of those smiles, bro. What type of crazy ass smile is that?
approximately 1 year earlier. But while Bud will later admit that this breakup was against his wishes, His frustration with the situation reaches a new
You can't
level
trust
on
niggas
April
that ain't got no
29,
lips.
2023, about a week before
You ain't got
the
no lip
incident.
fat on your
That's when
lips,
he
you
learned
just
from a
automatically.
mutual friend that Meredith had begun
If
dating
you don't got lip fat, no, I'm just playing. My bad. I'm just saying though, I ain't gonna lie.
a man named
Nigga, I'm
Davis
just saying.
McClendon. Investigators will
Little
later
creepy, you
find
ain't
a
got no
text
lips,
message
nigga.
Bud sent to a friend expressing his outrage at the news. Bud texts, "What the hell is Davis thinking, man? I mean, what the hell, Danny?" Danny replies back, "I have no clue what you're talking about. What did he do?" Bud writes, "He's been Meredith." He goes on to say, "I had my suspicions, but it was confirmed by her. I can't believe he'd do that to me. I mean, damn, I've known him my whole life." And when Danny simply writes, "I don't know what to tell you, Bud,"
that kind of
Bud
makes
replies,
sense though, I mean,
"Damn, I don't know either. It's just up." Exactly 1 week after
if
the
they
text
is friends
exchange,
like
on the
that.
evening of Saturday, May 6th,
Now I don't know about like
Meredith and
running him
Davis
over
go
no
out to
car and them like that. Just not even fight, but it's just like having that animosity towards him. I mean, yeah, bro, because if you know him his whole life, and you just know how much he cared about his wife or ex-wife, you know, that should be always off limits. Just guy code or anybody you know, bro. Like if it's close friends and they was really close, like if they was married type shit, you don't touch that. You don't touch that, bro. You don't wink at it. You don't nothing like that. If you do it, you automatically like for me, you faulty. You wrong. Straight up, nothing, no questions about it. No ifs or buts. There ain't no debates. I ain't like really, you just wrong. Most motherfuckers, let's just be honest, bro. Most motherfuckers is wrong for talking to somebody that you know your boy or your partner talked to before, and just period. Because that's first of all, it's hella messy. It's weird to just mix all those like emotions and feelings. And you know somebody, especially if you know how your boy really truly is, you know that shit don't ever really just go away because you don't ever go away when you fuck with somebody. So that is wrong, bro. It's weird, and it's like, you feel me? It really shows like kind of almost like envy in a way, and it kind of shows like, you feel me, like on a man's part, like you can go get something for your own yourself. You feel me? It's like and I kind of feel like you planted that, or you almost was like really looking for an avenue. You know, that's kind of how weird. It's kind of weird. Again, no justifications, no nothing like that. But it's just like, why would you even do it? Because you know, most people know, bro. You know how the boundaries you're stepping into. You know
Dinner at a restaurant called Break on the Lake, where security cameras pick up their arrival. It's only 4.5 hours before the tragedy on Avid Road. Davis goes inside while Meredith stays behind in the car. She's FaceTiming with her kids, who are at Bud's house and using their dad's phone to chat with her. What she doesn't know is that Bud is observing the screen as well, and he recognizes the scenery in the background. He doesn't know for certain that she's with Davis, but he has his suspicions. It's 8:48 p.m., and a bad night is only just beginning. Many hours later, deputies at Bud's house take careful note of the fresh, oily footprints that decorate the floor.
So, footprints. Yeah. Footprints. Footprints.
Goofy. But did they have permission to go in the house?
That's the door I came in.
It's a little too soon to have permission to go to the house, but I guess because he's dead, so maybe they have permission to
The
investigate.
investigators follow the footprint trail back to a bedroom where they appear to come to an end at the foot of the bed.
But y'all tell me, did they have permission to go in that quick? Because I thought they would have to get permission from the owner. Maybe he really just believed that they didn't have no grounds.
One there, one here. This bunch, yeah, bunch right here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the shoe that he's got on now.
Yeah.
Investigators will indeed find oily residue on the shoes Bud is wearing that night, as well as a small amount of what appears to be blood on his hands. Both were presumably clean earlier that night when he was at a local bar called the Key West Club, where surveillance shows him ordering at least 4 beers over an hour-and-a-half time period. But Bud isn't just drinking and socializing. He's making repeated attempts to get in contact with Meredith, who has left Break on the Lake and is now with Davis at a friend's party. At one point, frustrated that Meredith won't take his calls, Bud texts her a message. "Why do you hate me? I just don't understand." When a friend who was at Key West Club that night calls Meredith to tell her that Bud is gone, Meredith and Davis head up to the bar themselves. According to what Meredith would later tell investigators, Bud continued calling repeatedly during this time. She says that when she finally did take his call, he demanded to know where she was and why she was refusing to speak to him. The call logs would later reveal that between 9:07 p.m. and 12:15 a.m. that
And bro
night,
sitting there the whole
Bud
time
attempted
knowing
to
he
call
called her.
Meredith a total of 36
No,
times.
I'm not saying
At his residence in the hours after the incident, investigators take a close look at Bud's Ford F-250, which just happens to look like it's been in a crash.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be wanting to put myself in the middle of that way.
That's when I walked up and I was like, oh yeah.
You see the?
Yep. Yep.
That's a palm mark. But like that right there, you got those little specks right there.
Bud himself refuses to answer any questions without a lawyer present, but the circumstantial evidence is piling up quickly. As for Meredith, she says she tried reaching out to Bud's friends and family while at the Key West Club earlier that night. In the meantime, Davis sent a text message to a friend saying, FYI, apparently Bud is drunk and out trying to hunt Meredith down. She's wanting to call the cops. I was hoping maybe you could get his dad to rope him in. At almost the same time, Bud Ackerman is on the hunt, scoping out the parking lot at the now-closed Break on the Lake restaurant for any signs of Meredith and Davis. He makes 2 circles through the lot before leaving. Investigators
At least bro was still looking out for him.
will later learn, thanks to the Ford's onboard computer, that he also drove down the street where Meredith lived and down the street where Davis lived in an effort to find the couple. Back at the Key West Club, Davis decides enough is enough and tells Meredith he's going to call Bud and talk to him about the relentless attempts to get her on the phone. Meredith watches her boyfriend walk away, never imagining
she should have never told her. She should have told him.
Bud would later characterize the call as aggressive, saying that Davis was threatening to beat him up. While the true nature of the conversation cannot be known, what is known is that Davis and Bud agree to meet near the intersection of Avid Road and Sawgrass Place. According to Bud, and confirmed by the call logs, he called Davis back at 1:09 a.m. He says he told Davis at that time that he wouldn't be meeting him after all, and would instead be going home. Bud says that Davis cursed at him and taunted him for backing out, at which time he drove straight to the meeting place. At 1:11 a.m., his final approach is caught on a local resident's surveillance camera. The camera only captures the sound of the impact, but another resident's camera records the moment of impact itself. The first camera not only captures the sound of the incident, but also Bud yelling something in the seconds following the impact.
Was he waiting for him outside his car?
Bud's truck can be seen leaving the area. He would later say that the collision was an accident caused by Davis standing in the middle of the road. Bud says that he only saw Davis at the last second, at which point he jerked the steering wheel as hard as he could to avoid Davis and smash into his car instead. The onboard computer system shows that he did not hit the brakes and was traveling at 25 miles per hour in his Ford F-250. Davis would die that night at Self Regional Medical Center at the age of 46. At 6:30 in the morning on May 7th, roughly 5 hours after the incident, Bud Ackerman is arrested and transported to the Greenwood County Detention Center. On trial for murder the following year, he would insist that he never meant to harm Davis McClendon that night, and that it was only due to panic that he failed to call 911. The jury deliberated for less than 30 minutes before delivering a unanimous verdict of guilty. In October 2024, 42-year-old William Bud Ackerman was sentenced to 45 years in prison for murder. He's housed at the Tiger River Correctional Institution in Spartanburg County, South Carolina.
He already 42. He ain't never come home. But that shit was crazy, bro. Like, envy and greed, bro. You should have just let her go. It don't matter. Like, I was saying all that shit throughout the video, but really at the end of the day, it don't matter because he should have been let her go. So it really, I mean, yeah, it hurts your boys talking to your girl. It's always going to be fucked and rough, but if you're a real, you know what I'm saying? You really on your shit. You really on your shit, bro. You really know what you're doing. You know, you feel me? You really a man, a player. Ain't gonna lie, bro. You supposed to be chalk that away and then just cut the nigga off, bro. All you gotta do is cut bro off. Cut your losses, you feel me? That's it. He got it. He won. He got it. You feel me? Keep pushing. He knew there's your boy. Just, you know, you wouldn't have to say nothing, you feel me? You know, no words would have said it all. But yeah, hey, y'all just think about that shit when y'all, you know, in those situations. You know, I know that alcohol fueled him, but man, that boy, crazy as hell, man. But y'all please like, comment, subscribe. Y'all take it easy out there. Hope y'all day been blessed. You feel me? No, with little stress. You feel me? No stress at all. You feel me? Hope it's been great. You feel me? So y'all tap in. Let nigga know what y'all want to see and react to, and I'm gonna just keep on shooting them out there. See y'all later, man.